welcome to our Bible study on the Ten Commandments, where in each lesson we're going to look at a different commandment. We're going to have a guide word which is going to help guide the discussion and give better clarity and understanding to that commandment, and some points to think about as we live our daily lives. Our commandment today is the fourth commandment: honor your father and mother. And our word that's going to help guide our discussion today is authority. When we think about honoring our father and mother, we think about what the rest of the Bible says about honoring those who are above us or those who are placed in authority over us. And that doesn't just mean that we think about the President of the United States, if you're watching from here in America, or any other elected leader, but there are at a lot of different levels people who are in authority over us. And we want to make sure that as God has placed a chain of command for us in order to present a guided society or a society that has rules and regulations, we want to understand that we need authority in our lives to help give us clarity or give us guidance in moving forward and kind of how we interact with one another. And God, through this commandment, wants us to see that authority starts at a local level in our homes. And He wants all of us, no matter who we are, to respect our parents because they are the building block of the concept of authority for us as we grow up and as we understand more fully about who God is. If we think about all of the levels of authority that we have, the more we respect authorities in the chain of command as we move forward, ultimately it's going to help us respect the authority of God more in our lives. And so a couple of points that we want to think about when it comes to the fourth commandment are these. The first one is this: honor is more than respect. Sometimes when we think of honor, that's a synonym for respect. And we just think that if we respect somebody, that is going to satisfy honoring them. But honor is so much more than simply respect. Honor is an all-encompassing idea which says that we respect not only that person, but we respect all of the things they do, including the position that they are in. And so when we give honor to our parents, to our mothers and our fathers, it's more than just respecting them, but it is holding them in great and high esteem, higher than we place on ourselves, because we understand that God has blessed us with our parents and has blessed us with other people who are in authority over us. He has placed them there for a very specific reason, and we should not just respect them, but we should truly honor them. Point number 2, honoring authorities honors the institution and position. So when we honor authorities, whether it's our parents, whether it's police officers, whether it's our governor, whether it's the President of the United States, or God Himself, we're not just honoring that person, but when we honor them, we're also honoring the institution or the office that they hold and the position that they hold. We are saying, I believe that God has placed you here for a reason, and I believe that that position or that place or that institution has value in having lordship or having authority over me. When we truly honor God and we reverence Him in the way that He has called us to, we are truly honoring His place as Lord, the institution of Him as God, and also the entire kingdom that He has placed over us. And point number 3, we're never too old to respect authority. We're never too old to respect authority. I fully believe that in America, in a lot of cultures, there comes a time or an age of when we're supposed to be adults, or we're supposed to be able to think on our own. And a lot of governments and a lot of societies say, well, that's when you're kind of on your own, or that's when you have to assert dominance or assert yourself. Here in America, we've kind of placed that at the age of 18. And so it can become very easy to say, when I turn 18, I no longer have to honor or I no longer have to respect my parents because they don't have authority over me. But I think when God said, honor your father and mother, it was a transcendent concept. I don't think there's ever an age when we should stop honoring our parents or respecting who they are. Now, they may not necessarily be raising us as they were when we were younger, but they are still our parents. They still have authority over us. They still hold that position as our parents. They're never going to give that up, or we should never have them or think that they have given that up. And so we should truly always honor our parents. Now, other authorities, it's different. They may only have authority over us for a time, but we should still respect them in the authority that they do have, and we should still give them honor for the place that they have, though it may not be over us, but they are still called to have authority over some people or some person. I hope this has helped understanding the Fourth Commandment a little better.